straight head highs. That white widow be hitting on some Goku shit. Cruising on a flying Nimbus. My mind is sightseeing. Wish y'all could see my vision. Under the influence is the shit I be creating.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Nerdy News, a weekly series releasing every Sunday, recapping the news out of every franchise. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but this week we didn't have any huge news to talk about, but there are still reports here and there which are pretty exciting and at least deserve a mention. But other than these little things, it was a pretty dry week, which is kind of depressing, but you know, November is the worst month in existence, so yeah. Let's start with the Transformers news.
Soundwave superior.
So yeah, Transformers really didn't have anything going for it, this week at least. Last week, of course, the newest animated series Earthspark was released. I did 2 videos on it this week, and the first one was a review, the second one was about a non-binary scandal. And shout out to all based people, as they call themselves in the comments, who came to defend me. Shout out to all of you, shout out to the people who subscribed and who agreed with me. I didn't expect this, but yeah, also there were some people that were cursing me out in the comments, which was pretty funny. They were like, oh, you're deleting comments, but bro, I don't read those anyways. So yeah, that happened. Also, of course, as per usual, we gotta talk about the newest Transformers movie, Rise of the Beast. Like, wow, we are 200 days away, and next month, of course, we will be getting those huge reviews we've been waiting for like since the Bumblebee movie, basically. But we gotta talk about some reports here and there. So I think maybe at the start of the week there was like a press conference held by the Transformers Museum in Peru, and they were talking about Rise of the Beast, but it was in Spanish, so I didn't understand anything. It was like a 2-hour conversation, but some people did translate a bunch of things, and they are actually spoilers for the movie. So if you don't want to hear them, you can skip forward a bit. But basically, they were talking about it, and sadly there was no mention of a trailer anywhere in the conversation, but they did mention that in the early version of the movie, RC dies, and it was like an early script, so we don't know for sure if she will die in Rise of the Beast, but it was a report at the start of the press conference. Also, they were talking about how many characters are going to die in the film. Autobots, Terracons, from all factions, people are going to bite the dust. And it was also said that RC will struggle a lot in this movie. There were talks about Bumblebee dying and Optimus dying, and they are later brought back. More specifically about Bumblebee, he was confirmed to be dying in the film like basically a year ago. At this point, he was confirmed to be dead in the beginning of the film, and then somewhere in the third act he would be brought back in the form of the Beast Bumblebee by the Maximals. Also, there were talks about Scorch and him having no mercy at all, and people were like, oh yeah, that's what we want in Transformers villain, no mercy at all. And I'm like, nah, actually, no thank you. I actually want to see the bad guys have mercy, because mercy often means character, and to have Transformers characters with actual characters is welcomed, in my opinion. But yeah, these were all spoiler parts. If you don't care about spoilers, you can check it out. They're not like officially confirmed spoilers, they're more or less early versions of the script, so we don't know if those things will happen indeed. But surprisingly, the Rise of the Beast news don't stop there, because Toby Actor Guy posted some brand new shots of him and Stephen Caple Jr.'s just chilling behind the scenes, and I believe this is our first look at his character in the movie. He'll be chilling there with the yellow and the green suit drip, looking like Brawn, and really nice colors. But Instagram was just firing some Rise of the Beast content, because we have a new post by Stephen Caple Jr. I woke up, I saw this post, and I was like, whoa, is that for Transformers? But I was like, nah, it's probably not. But then I saw that behind, is it like a tag or I don't know what to call it, but you see it says Transformers. and the caption is like a filming camera thing emoji. Gotta love the arena. But yeah, it's definitely about Transformers. And if you see the comments, we have a comment by someone, and he says, "Drop the trailer." And below that, Stephen Caple Jr. replies, "Will do, wink, wink." Now, he's been teasing the fans for pretty long time, and wow, bro, like, wink, wink, more like give us the trailer. Come on. I am pretty optimistic, but at this point, I don't think it will drop next month. I think next month we'll be getting the toys and the CGI renders and things like that, some casting news maybe, but I don't think we'll be getting the trailer in December because there are no talks about it anywhere. The Transformers Museum basically confirmed that there won't be a trailer but teasers. Now, teasers could both mean a small trailer and toys and whatever, but yeah, at this point I'm not too sure. So yeah, I think these were all Transformers news. As I said, pretty dry. We have some Rise of the Beast news to talk about, but it's not really much. So yeah, that's it. Next news. Surprisingly, we do have some Dragon Ball news to talk about, and this caught me off guard. We have some news about the newest Dragon Ball arc, at least in the manga. We have no news about the anime. There were some talks that it's supposed to be revealed in late November or early December, but we don't have any news about it at this point. But yeah, we knew that they were going to announce the new saga after the Granola arc, but this one is a strange decision. But you can tell me what you think about it down below in the comments. But yeah, this new Dragon Ball arc will be a prequel to Dragon Ball Super Hero, the newest Dragon Ball movie. It's not something that I expected for the series to go, but it does confirm one important thing, and that is that the movie Dragon Ball Super Hero takes place after the events of both the Moro saga and the Granola saga, which I was actually really surprised by this. I thought that the events of both sagas will unfold after the movie, but it seems like they already happened, which is quite interesting. But I don't know, this being the new arc, it's not something which I expected. Now, it was confirmed that it will be a pretty short arc. It won't be like as long as the Granola saga, but something that did really surprise me, and something which it's a really pleasant surprise for me, is that the main characters will be the two young half Saiyans, Goten and Trunks, which got me really hyped up. We did saw them in Dragon Ball Super Hero. They were pretty fine in this, but I'm glad we will see them again, like much older now compared to Dragon Ball Super. So now they will be finally doing something important, and they were of course pretty big characters in the Majin Buu saga way back. Some people are also theorizing that we might see a teenage Gotenks for the first time, I believe, and this actually got me pretty hyped up. But then I thought that it wouldn't make sense, because in Dragon Ball Super Hero, I think Trunks said to do a fusion with Goten, and he was like, "Oh, how do we do that again?" So it's obviously been a while since they did a fusion for the last time, and I don't think they will do a fusion in the prequel, because it doesn't make sense story-wise. If they do a fusion in the prequel and then in the movie they're like, "Oh, how do we do that again?" Of course, we don't know when does the prequel take place, how many years, days or weeks does it take place before the movie, but I just don't think it's logical just in what was said in the movie. I don't think it makes sense. Also, one more thing that kind of makes this whole saga illogical was the Granola saga. The previous saga to this ended with a huge cliffhanger, and that is the brand new form of Frieza, which is of course Black Frieza, who managed to defeat both Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta in one blow, and he just disappeared. So we know that Frieza is now the strongest character in Universe 7 and probably in the whole multiverse, but I'm not sure about that. And after this huge, and I mean huge cliffhanger, we'll just talk about like street level with Goten and Trunks. Like this is kind of goofy. Pretty sure though that they did mention Frieza in Dragon Ball Super Superhero and that he's still alive, but I don't think he will appear in this new saga like at all. And I think after the events of Dragon Ball Super Superhero, they could do another saga specifically about Frieza and do whatever they want with him. But at the end of the day, I'm satisfied that they're kind of trying to clean up the timeline. So basically the watch order is, after Dragon Ball Super, you watch Broly, and then you read the Moro saga, and then the Granola saga, then this new saga, then Superhero, then the End of Z, and after End of Z you can watch GT, but it's not canon really. So yeah, these were all news I had to talk about. You know what to do: subscribe, like, comment, and yeah, I can't believe we only had 2 segments, Transformers and Dragon Ball. But yeah, anyways, I feel kind of sick, so maybe I won't upload a video on Wednesday, but if I feel good, maybe I can upload something else. So yeah, goodbye everyone, take care.